Hey, I'm Ramya Rajendran. This is a new series of short interviews with medical students where we talk about how to become a doctor in the United States. These videos cover a lot of useful information, traditional pathways, BSMD programs, integrated options, the cost involved, and practical tips for both high school and college students. If you are the first in your family to pursue higher education in the US, this channel is especially for you. All the information shared here is completely free. Subscribe to this channel and make use of it. Just to make it interesting, added few quiz questions at the end of every short videos. Enjoy. Let's get started.
I'm Surya. I recently graduated from UNC Chapel Hill last December 2023. I majored in biology and minored in music in college. And I currently am still based out of the Triangle area. I work in the field of organ donation, and I've been doing that for about a year or so as I've been applying to medical school.
So are you in a gap year right now?
Yes, I'll be taking about 1.5 gap years by the time I matriculate.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So can you start with the basic information of, how to become a medical doctor, especially in the United States?
Yeah, so I can kind of go through the big schooling steps. So obviously you graduate high school, you complete your bachelor's degree. Before matriculating into medical school, you'll have to take the medical college admissions test, the MCAT, and you'll have to have completed all of your prerequisites. If you choose one of the big kind of pre-med track majors like biology, chemistry, public health, usually your prerequisites are covered in that, and most people attempt to cover them during their bachelor's so that they don't have to do any schooling afterward. After the MCAT, you'll start the application process. It typically begins in May, but you'll start preparing your application probably around February or March. And then you continue to apply throughout the entirety of the next year, and usually have a decision of where you're going by the next May. So I began applying May of 2024. And I'll have a better picture of where I'm going in May of 2025.
That's fantastic. So that's a regular path. So is there any other way of becoming a medical doctor? Like I heard about integrated medical courses. Yes. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, there are a couple of universities that straight out of high school you can apply into an integrated BSMD or BSDO pathway. And essentially what those are it cuts out the med school application process. So straight out of high school, you are essentially guaranteed medical school acceptance. Sometimes it's contingent upon whether you get like a certain baseline MCAT score. Some programs don't require you to take the MCAT score or don't require you to take the MCAT exam. So it's kind of different on a case-by-case basis. But these programs are typically 7 years long, and you graduate with like both your bachelor's and your medical school degree. So yeah.
Awesome. I mean, can you suggest few names, one of the popular colleges which offer pre-med and one of the popular colleges offering this integrated BSMD programs?
Yeah, so some of the colleges that I know that offer BSMD programs are the University of Missouri, Kansas City, I believe Florida Atlantic University, Northwestern University also offers a BSMD program. Those are the three that I can think of off the top of my head. In terms of being pre-med, you can do that at any university. A lot of universities have, bio majors, public health majors, chemistry majors, any you can be a pre-med with any major, so long as you take the proper prerequisites. Things that were helpful for me in choosing a college were choosing a university that's affiliated with a hospital, because that gives you a lot of opportunity to get involved, kind of shadow, see what other health professions there are, and kind of see how interdisciplinary teams work together. Another thing that was important for me was being affiliated with a university that did a lot of research and has a medical school attached, because then you can interact with medical school students and get involved in performing research at the undergraduate level, whether that's being a research technician or assisting or carrying out your own research project. Another thing that was important to me was staying close to home for college. I think in-state tuition is a big thing that's important to a lot of families, especially students who are planning to pursue higher education. Cost is a big factor. So in UNC being an in-state public university was also a big part of my consideration.
Okay. Is it okay to ask how much it would cost for a medical program, like per annum? Just an indicative number. I understand it may differ from university to university. Approximately, how much should a parent or a student should plan for?
Yeah. So for context, as a North Carolina resident for UNC, for my undergrad tuition, I paid about $4,500 a semester for tuition, which comes out about $9,000 yearly for tuition at the undergraduate level. UNC's medical school tuition is closer to $32,000 a year for tuition.